Okay, we're looking at Liverpool versus Arsenal. This is lunchtime kick-off on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Fantastic fixture to kick off the action this weekend. Start talking about Liverpool. Obviously delighted with the Carling Cup win at the weekend. They were made to call away by Cardiff for penalties in the end, and it's credit to the Welsh side for how they performed at Wembley. After that, the message was, this is very good, we're enjoying this silverware, it's just the start of a new era. Do you think that could be the case with Liverpool and this could just be the start?
It's hard to tell. I mean, although it was a really good success, I mean, any trophy is a good trophy in the modern era. But I mean, the problem still remained for Liverpool. They were still wasteful in the first 90 minutes. They had plenty of opportunities to take the game, but didn't.
So you mean a better side probably would have beaten them?
Yeah, probably. But I mean, that's not taking anything away from Cardiff, that is. But yeah, but the problems still remain. They still, I mean, as I say, the cup isn't the be all and end all, but you know they can kick on. I mean, they've still got plenty to play for the season. FA Cup still in the game. They've still got a top 4 spot to aim for.
So Premier League wise, I mean, they've got a game in hand, but they are 7 points from 4th. But that's still a big ambition for them this season. And the reason they're not in 4th is probably because they're home form. I mean, 8 home draws. They haven't lost, but 8 home draws, and that's frustrating.
It's a lot of points dropped at home in front of your own fans, and we say it about every team. Every team is you say get your home form right, do what you can on the road, and then see where you are. And they just, they say they haven't lost, but they. When we played them a couple of weeks ago, they didn't look as sharp. They couldn't look like break any team that goes to Anfield down, and any team that goes there and sits back can absorb quite a lot of pressure from them.
Just very quickly on Liverpool, do you think they'd rather finish 4th and not win the FA Cup, or 6th and win the FA Cup? Which would they?
I think
not that they have to be either way, but
I read an interview with Stephen Gerrard, and he made a very good point of when in sport did 4th become a real prize, when you're coming 4th.
What do you want to win a competition?
Exactly. Yeah. He said I'm coming to the end of my career, I want as many winners' medals as I can. So I think they'll take a trophy. I know it's not a long-term game financial that comes with the Champions League, but
no, I agree.
You know what? It's a winners' medal, and they don't come around too often, do they?
Okay, and Arsenal, obviously another team that were delighted with last weekend, beat Spurs 5-2. When they were 2-0 down after the week they had, they probably thought it's just getting from bad to worse, and kind of if it had stayed at 2-0, maybe got to 3-0 Spurs, then the atmosphere at the Emirates would have been, well, you couldn't really thought about it really. So they've actually won their last 3 Premier League games to sit in 4th, so that's their priority, and they'll be happy with their Premier League form anyway.
Yeah, and like you said, at 2-0 down, I mean, there was actually a few supporters walked out 2-0 down, and I mean, the crucial point of that game came when Van Persie scored just before half-time, and that really swung the game. That made Spurs switch.
It's always the case, if Spurs had got to half-time, I think, very different.
If we could have got 2-0, but I say now they're looking forward to another tough game. They'll be really back to work. I mean, they lost 2-0 last time, and like I said, their Premier League form was good. I mean, they battered Blackburn, and they got a really, really good win against Sunderland at Stadium Right. So take away their cup problems, and they look really solid in the league, and they've moved above Chelsea into the top 4. So they'll look at that and think we can really kick on now. And they'll look at Spurs. It's only 7 points.
Exactly, it's not too far. And I mean, can I just mention Theo Walcott as well, because he was kind of epitomised the atmosphere change, didn't he, at the weekend, because he was getting a lot of stick at 2-0 because he had a couple of wasted chances. Then the same fans were celebrating when he scored his 2nd and 3rd. What do you think about Theo Walcott career-wise? I mean, should he be playing more central? Is he a big part of England's Euro 2012 plans, or is he going to be an underperformer?
I don't know. It's difficult because I mean, he did come good in the second half. I mean, he does that. If there's one thing he knows how to do, is get inside the full back and the centre back and cut across the goalkeeper and find the far corner. But in the first half, I don't know if you remember, when he was clear through with Van Persie and he just missed it, and he had a chance just to knock a simple ball to Van Persie and it was through to the goalkeeper. And
that's more common than what he did in the second half.
For every good thing he does, he makes a big mistake like that, and you've got to be a consistent performer at the top. And he's not just quite there yet, is he?
Okay, so we'll go for a prediction on this one. Big game, Liverpool at home to Arsenal. I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. I think both teams will be reasonably happy with that as well. It's hard to get after what was a big weekend for both of them to come away with a bit of a draw. They'll be both reasonably happy. So yeah, 2-2 for me.
Yeah, I think both teams have talked a lot about sort of kicking on, that being a sort of turning point. But I think Liverpool playing obviously 120 minutes plus penalties last week, so I think Arsenal might have the edge, and I think they'll get a 2-1 win.